Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Right, in this video, we're just going to go through figuring out how you can charge this console without having a proprietary Nintendo charger, those stupid, ugly, rectangular shaped ones. I'll give you two ways to do this, but it would really help if you have a multimeter. If you don't, you can still do it, but you won't really know what the values are and what's actually going on visually, numerically. Okay, so I'm just going to go and fast forward to the point where what the 3DS's level is right now. So the red indicator is flashing a lot and the battery is low. It's really low, so it's almost gonna go flat on us. So let's go from here. I'm just gonna stop talking and get to the disassembly process. Okay, see you in a bit. Alright, I hope you didn't mind me not talking through that. I think that was self-explanatory. It's pretty easy to get that back cover off. So now we're in and we're just having a look at those numbers on the pads that secure down the port 2, 1, 3, 5 upside down, whatever they are. And right here I'm just looking for common ground, and I'm just looking for the ground on the charging port. So I think my black probe has that big gold rectangular gold, and that's the ground. So anywhere else that I'm beeping is a common ground. It's just as another word for negative. That's it. So I'll fast forward a little bit. So anyway, it doesn't beep. That's pretty much the positive. And generally speaking, on most ports, those two middle pads, generally positive and negative. And you just need to find one of them to identify the other. It's pretty simple. Right, let's move on and have a look-see at the value of the battery's level right now. So get your multimeter, positive and negative on the terminals of the battery, and we've got 3.5. It's a little low. It's actually the bare minimum that the 3DS will work on. Flux, no clean flux. MG Chemicals, and buy it from a reputable place, because there are a lot of knockoffs, and flux is probably the most dangerous thing. Probably leaded solder is next, but the fumes of the flux are super harmful. So breathing in the fumes can irritate the lungs, the respiratory tract, leading to coughing, wheezing, sometimes more serious conditions like occupational asthma. Leaded solder. Captain tape, you can use any sellotape, anything sticky, whatever you want, just to press the battery down, and you'll see why. Wire strippers, they're wire strippers, okay, big deal. Get good ones though. 30 gauge wire. Generally speaking, you want a wire that's thick, more than 30 gauge, 30 gauge, when it comes to the positive and negative lines, because they're handling a lot more voltage than, let's say, a data line, a CMD line, a DAT0 line. Those ones you can be a little bit smaller. Soldering iron. This is a really good one. Pinacell version 2. I saw a video where Lewis Rossman tried this and was very impressed, and even said the Hakko stations that are $100 more can really be compared to this. It's super good. It's not let me down. It heats up really fast. It's portable. Just really can't say it enough good. Now we're just connecting the wires. 2 wires, nice and simple. The black ground wire to the ground point on the DS port, and then after this it's the red wire to the positive 4.6 volt 3.35 3.305 volt line, which is you're going to see now, onto the port and the wire. Give it a little tug just to show that it's there, it's not loose and it's not a cold solder, and we should be good to go. Make sure the battery's gone in and is making contact with the gold pins at the bottom of the DS. Now it sometimes would slide up, that's why I'm using the Captain tape, and you can use sellotape, but as long as you can secure it down whilst it's making contact with those gold pins. There is another way you can do this. The other way is with this picture. You can use like those guitar picks, wedge it in between one of the screw holes on the DS, and it keeps the battery in line and nudged up right against those pins. So now we're turning on the bench power supply, and I'm using a bench power supply. You can do this another way, but for now just stick with me and I'll explain another way you can do this. But for now we're setting it to 4.6 volts as you saw at 0.9 amps or 900 milliamps. Connect the wires to the power supply, black to black, red to red, and now we should go ahead and turn on the power supply. Okay, orange light, we've got a charge. Great, amazing. And now you can leave it there for half an hour, 40 minutes, walk away, and come back in a while. Now you can use a USB-C cable lying around, USB-A, whatnot. Snip it off one of the ends, strip it down, fan out the wires just like you see in the diagram. Ignore the picture on the right, it's the one on the left we're talking about. And then from there you just want the red and the black wire. From there, I don't need to insult your intelligence, you do the same thing. You connect the red to the red point on the port and the black to the black point of the ground port, to the ground point on the port. That's it. Then you plug your USB-C cable into a 5 volt or USB-C port and you should see an orange light. But before that I would test it with a multimeter. Do what you want. Okay, as it's charging I come back after about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to see what we get. And hooray! We got it. Right? It's gone up by, what's that, 300 millivolts. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it took a while. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's it. So you got 2 ways of doing it. Now I don't have to use flux, but it's just cleaner to take off, it's easier, it lowers the melting point. Taking them off, make sure you don't bridge any contacts, otherwise you could mess up your battery and the motherboard. Using IPA and a cotton swab, cleaning off that residue, connecting the screen back, which can be a little bit of a pain, but be patient here. And then once that's done, you just literally reassemble the console back together in reverse. But make sure you know what you're doing when you're doing this. Be safe, especially if you're doing it the 5 volt method, because the last thing you want is to have an accident, you get hurt really bad, or a little shock, who knows. Let's see what we get. Right, straight off the bat it's not blinking red, it's a solid blue light. And let's see what the charging symbol says. great. It's not flashing, and it's got 2 bars, I think, or 3/4 of the way. It's enough for you to know that your console works and it charges and it holds a charge. So it's good. It's brilliant. It works. Right, from there, it's up to you. You can go ahead and buy a Nintendo charger, or you can do what I'm going to do in a future video, which is to take out that port and replace it with a USB-C port. They're pretty readily available nowadays and quite easy to do, so stay tuned for one of those videos. But until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.